Let's talk about Mike McGlinchey. The Denver Broncos gave him $50 million guaranteed. Sean Payton, who I thought was smart or really good, just made a huge investment in Mike McGlinchey. It blows my mind. What do you think, Dad?
Well, on the face of it, it's a very ignorant move. Now, I respect Sean Payton. Is it possible there's more to Mike McGlinchey than we've seen over the years?
No. I mean, he's played for 5 years. We've seen him play a lot. I don't understand what part of his game Sean Payton's going to unlock.
Right.
I don't see it.
What do you think Sean Payton was thinking?
It kind of feels like Sean Payton just took over that organization in Denver. He wasn't in the league last year. I wonder how well he knows Mike McGlinchey. He might have seen a sheet with some stats and said, "Oh, this guy's a good right tackle. Let's get the best right tackle on the free agent market. That's Mike McGlinchey. Okay, get him. Have you seen him play recently? No. Who cares? Yeah, no. This is a bad sign. Russell Wilson, if he knows if he's watched film, he should feel uneasy right now.
He could get Russell Wilson really hurt.
Yeah. He's not good.
Is he a stiff? Would you call him a stiff?
Yes. Here's his problem. He's 6'8", like 295 pounds, so he's very lean and high center of gravity. And you'd think at that, he's so light, he should be quick, but he's not. He's a right tackle, not a left tackle. So he kind of like is robotic in his slide, and he's so scared of really quick guys that he's like lunging out there. And he loses balance. And if you just hit him in the chest, he goes flying. And there's these clips of him like off his feet, parallel to the ground. I mean, he gets himself in these really embarrassing positions that you don't normally see NFL offensive linemen. It's like, Mike, how'd that happen? And then his own coaches say that once he has one of those plays, often the next one's coming right after, and he's kind of mentally weak in that way, and you can't really trust him in the highest pressure moments. It's like, good luck, Denver. I don't know what you think you're paying for here. $17, $18 million? It's like, whoa.
So not only did the Niners get rid of him, but they avoided a bad signing.
Yeah, and they get a compensatory pick for him next year because he got so much money. They may end up getting like a 4th-round pick for him next year. Isn't that great? Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Sean.
I have something I want to say.
Yes.
You know, this week where free agency is happening, we see there's a lot of change on teams. Players that you like, players that fans root for. Jimmy Ward, they're here, they're not here. I did sports for 40 years, and one of the things I learned was you never feel anything is permanent. Like
No.
You grow up in your life and you feel, my mom and dad, our family, it's permanent. And you look back on your life, and I look back on in Brooklyn, I think, 3 of them are gone now, my parents and my brother, but it feels permanent. They're still part of me. As a sports writer, I dealt with very famous people. Bill Walsh, Don Nelson, Bruce Bochy. They come and go. I'm going to tell you something, Iggy. People who are growing up in this generation of Niners think of Kyle Shanahan as the Niners coach. He's been there 7 years. This is will be his 7th year, right? He'll be gone. I don't know when he'll be gone. He's not going to do this for life. They all come and go. And the ones who actually don't come and go are the media. You've been doing this for more than 10 years, Matty Mayoko, Matt Barrows. And you see they come and go, and it says something not only about sports but about life. It comes and goes very fast. And people speak of sports as a metaphor for life. Free agency week is a metaphor for life. People come and go so fast, and they come and go in and out of your life very fast in real life and even more quickly in sports. People that you think, Bill Walsh, you thought, oh, he'll be here forever. Iggy lasted 10 seasons and he was gone.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
You're still there.
It's like the Wizard of Oz. People come and go so quickly around here.
People come and go so quickly around here. And it's one of the things I learned from sports writing is how evanescent, how quick their generations are, and by extension, so ours as well. And I feel that very much this week.
Yeah, I mean, you see them strut their hour on the stage, and it feels like it's going to last forever. And then next thing you know, I'm in the press box watching a playoff game, and I'm sitting next to Patrick Willis.
Right.
I'm sitting next to Patrick Willis, and he's just the guy. I mean, he's not just a guy, but he's a normal person taking notes on the game just like me. He's no longer a football player. He's not really a celebrity anymore. He's a normal person working on the next thing in his life, which is media, which is what I do. It was really cool.
Yes. Struts his hour on the stage. You know which one that's from?
Is it from Macbeth?
Yeah. Good go.
Poor play told by an idiot.
Yeah.
Signifying nothing.
Yeah, it's one of the great speeches in any literature anywhere. So anyway, I wanted to say that, and I always feel this week we all get so who are they going to get at right tackle? Where's Jimmy Ward went to Houston. But there's a more underlying story, which is how fast it comes and goes. And look, even you, a young man, you've lived through the era of Tom Sula, Chip Kelly, and now Kyle Shanahan. Iggy, they come and go. And did you also Singletary, or was that before you?
That was before me.
Okay,
that
but
was
those three.
me.
And
Yeah.
then, as I say, Kyle, how many more years is he going to be here? 5 more years, maybe? Iggy, he won't be here 10 more years.
I mean, his contract is for 3 more years. They haven't extended it yet. He might have to get back in the Super Bowl, or they could just let it expire.
Yeah, and I'm not putting him down. I'm just saying it's
what happens.
how it is in sports. It's how it is.
With Jimmy Ward leaving is interesting. He'd been on the team since 2014. He was the longest tenured player. He spanned all the way back to Jim Harbaugh. He was the link to Harbaugh. Kind of interesting. He was there for Harbaugh's last year. He was there for Tom Sula, Chip Kelly, all the Kyle Shanahan stuff, and now he's gone. And again, that's what is that? 9 seasons? That's 9 seasons, and it's over.
And it's over.
It's over.
And to me, there's a value in keeping someone who understands the history, who's lived the history. I think there's a value in that. But I wouldn't think that team owners, it's not one of the criteria.
It was fun with Jimmy Ward. Like, he was Mr. Niner. He was on the team for 9 years. You're never going to hear about him ever again. Now he's with Houston. The Niners aren't going to make a big deal of him. And in 10 years, they're going to say, hey, what's Jimmy Ward doing these days?
Right.
You know?
There won't
That's the way
be
it is.
like a Jimmy Ward day.
No, there will never be a Jimmy Ward day. Although, frankly, a 9-year guy on your team, how many players have been on the Niners for 9 years in the history of the franchise? Probably double digits.
Yeah.
Salute. Yeah. It's just Josh says, thanks for checking out my portfolio, lol.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thanks for sending it.
Gold-blooded says, trade Debo for a right tackle and set the tone that getting paid and not producing is a one-way ticket out of town.
Oh, God. You know, I kind of love that.
Yeah. Financially be a little bit more tricky to trade him, but I would prefer that because Ayuk, he never misses games. He's always in tip-top shape. You can't say that about Debo.